Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It's shocking, it's terrifying, it's disgusting what Elon Musk and DOGE have uncovered in the last 20 days. USAID, Department of Education, the wasteful spending all over the place. It's terrifying, and we're about to get into that. I've been spending the last couple hours I want to highlight the crazy. I want to highlight the ridiculous. And most of this stuff, when I was reading it, I was like, what is this? How is this happening? How is this in America? How did our government allow this to happen? But they did. They did. Last year, we spent $3 million trying to figure out how fast do shrimp run underwater. We spent $241 million last year of taxpayer dollars to make transsexual rats. We spent $500 million to build a gas station in Afghanistan, but it hasn't had a single customer and there's not a drop of gasoline there. It's just a building. Ridiculous. Before we get into that, do me a huge favor, smash that thumbs up button, make sure that you are subscribed with bell notifications on, leave me a comment, how was your weekend and where are you watching me from, and a big shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is Verity Metals. Ladies and gentlemen, Patriot family-owned gold, silver, and precious metals IRA firm, and they protect your money through constitutional, physical, biblical gold and silver. Call them today at 480-717-9081. Mention VLAD, get free silver. Links down below. Let's get right into it. So because I'm not at home in my studio, I'm right here on my laptop. I got the notes right here, ladies and gentlemen. So here's what we found. Here are the notes I was taking as reading this. Under the leadership of Elon Musk, the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, as it's popularly known, has been on a mission to root out the egregious waste that has been siphoning your hard-earned tax dollars into the abyss of government inefficiency. First off, let's talk about the $17 million projected to the Liberia for tax policy advice. Yes, you heard that right. $17 million from your pocket to advise another country on their tax policies. We spent $17 million in Libya to teach them how to properly manage, to teach their government how to properly manage their taxes. So when they tax their people, hey, you don't be wasteful with it. They wasted 17 million of your and my money to send it to Libya. So now, don't get me wrong, the international aid can be a noble cause. It can be. But this is beyond comprehension. Why would this be a priority when we have veterans struggling, when our cities are grappling with homelessness, and when our infrastructure is literally falling apart? But wait, ladies and gentlemen, there is more. The DOGE team recently uncovered that FEMA and the Federal Emergency Management Agency was caught red-handed sending nearly $60 million to luxury hotels in New York City to house illegal immigrants. Listen, $60 million to luxury hotels in New York City for illegal homelessness. This while American citizens who have lost everything in natural disasters are left waiting for relief. This is just mismanagement. This is a direct violation of trust of law and of common sense. This money was meant for the American Disaster Relief Fund, not to fund lavish accommodations for illegal aliens. And these are just the tips of the iceberg. The DOGE initiative has been like a beacon, shining a light on the dark corners where billions, if not trillions of dollars have been wasted, misallocated, and outright stolen from empty federal buildings, costing us millions to maintain, to absurd expenditures on programs that have no tangible benefit to the average American, and the list goes on. So we've spent about $390 million last year all across this nation managing empty buildings, making sure the lights are on. So I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and the highest skyscraper in Phoenix, it's completely empty. No one occupies it, no businesses rent any rooms, nothing. It's empty. And apparently Phoenix, from the federal budget, received just under $40 million just to maintain it. Why? Now, in DC, because tens of thousands of federal employees have not been coming into the office for the last couple of years, DC has a bunch of empty offices as well. But ladies and gentlemen, so what do we do? Well, I think what we gotta be doing is calling our congressmen, our senators, congresswomen, leaving them voicemails. Whether you have a Democrat or Republican congressman or woman or senator, Republican or Democrat, call them, leave them a voicemail, and let them know how you feel. Don't curse, none of that. Just be like, look, this is ridiculous, and you have the power to stop it. Don't work against Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and DOGE, but work with them to protect our money, to save our money so that our country will not be in debt, but prosper. That is what we want. So I urge you to share this video, talk about this issue with your family, with your neighbors, because the mainstream news media, ladies and gentlemen, they are doing a huge job of trying to make Elon Musk look like a bad guy. And that what he's doing is illegal. No, what he's doing is totally legal. He works for the executive branch of the government, aka the President of the United States. The President of the United States ran on this. Trump ran on this. He said, I will audit the entire government. He said before the election, Elon Musk, I'm going to bring him in and he's going to audit the government. We're going to look at all the wasteful spending. We're going to look at the fraud. And Trump is actually doing what he promised. Let your neighbors know. Let your friends know. Your family members know. Because the mainstream news media that is also funded by your taxpayer dollars to push propaganda and misinformation on us, they're saying, oh, this is bad. Kids in Africa are going to die if USA doesn't come back today. I read a report yesterday that approximately 6,000 people will die from AIDS this year in South Africa because USAID is not sending them money. My response, how many Americans can we save with that money now? Okay, good. That's not my country, not my problem. We can't be the healthcare and the savior and the police force of the world. So my country, what about my country? Okay, now that that money's not going there, who can we help here? Maybe there's a family and they have a child with some kind of chronic disease, but they don't have the finances to treat their child and possibly save their life. I want my tax dollars to go to that American child, to that American family. Maybe there's a homeless veteran struggling with addiction, but can't afford rehab. I want that American homeless veteran that's struggling with addiction to get that money to get help. Maybe there's a family, dad lost a job recently. They don't know where their next meal is going to come from. I want to give those tax dollars to them so they can buy food and keep their lights on and keep the heat on. That's what I want. So stop telling me about what is going to happen in other countries without this money. And I want to hear how we can make this country better with our money. That is why we pay taxes. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Again, the phone number and the links to Verity Metals are down below in the description. They'll take care of you if you're interested in gold, silver, or precious metals. Give the video a thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed with bell notifications on. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.